one of the greatest things that ever happened to Christianity happened when this guy named Constantine suddenly becomes the emperor, and he makes Christianity the favored religion of the empire. Okay, that was wonderful. Prior to him, it was illegal to be a Christian. Now suddenly he becomes a Christian, and he proclaims that this is going to be the favored. It didn't make it the official religion of the empire, but it was the favored religion of the empire. So he exempted the clergy from taxes. He restored a lot of lands that had been taken before, and there were certain perks that he gave to the Christians. Well, from that point on, Christians now were free to do things. But as the freedom and the benefits of being part of the Christian church were now material blessings, you get people with mixed motives. It took a while, but as time goes on, certain people that didn't have really pure motives got into positions of leadership in the Christian church. And then it kind of culminated with a man by the name of Justinian I. Justinian I in the 6th century, this is around 500, I think he died in 569, something around that time. Anyway, he was not a priest, he was not a deacon, he was not a bishop, he was a politician. He was the emperor, the Eastern Roman emperor, and he wanted to restore the glory of Rome. And he knew that in order to restore the glory of Rome, he would have to have everybody on the same page philosophically that he was on. And it's one thing to have power over people in this world. If I have the power to torture you, if I have the power to torture your friends and your family and do all these terrible, I've got a lot of power over you. But if that power not only is in this life, but now extends to the life to come, that is phenomenal power. And so he really pushed hard for the whole idea of endless punishment. And he was really the one that kind of turned the corner. And he based a lot of his ideas on St. Augustine, probably the greatest theologian after Origen. Origen was phenomenal. And then Augustine comes along, another phenomenal man. But he didn't read Greek. He only read Latin versions of the New Testament, as opposed to Origen and Gregory of Nyssa and Theodore of Mopsuestia, these people that read the New Testament in their own language. They spoke Greek, they read Greek, they understood the nuances of the original language much more clearly than Augustine did. And so Augustine was reading it in the Latin version. He had been what was called a Manichaean. He followed the Manichaean religion prior to becoming a Christian. He became a Christian, I think it was around 33 years old, something like that. And the Manichaeans believed that there was this continual battle between good and evil that went on forever. And I don't know if that was part of what he ended up thinking and why he thought it was, but basically that's what the traditional view says, is that good and evil continue on forever. God wins in one sense, but evil continues. And whereas the earlier Christians like Origen and Gregory of Nyssa and Theodore of Mopsuestia and a number of other people, they believed that God was going to ultimately destroy evil and transform evildoers.